Hi everyone, welcome back. You guys know what I almost started the video with because my daughter for some reason is walking around singing the song Reunited and it feels so good. I have no idea where she got it from or why she keeps singing it, but now it's stuck in my head. So I almost like sat down and wanted to just start and say Reunited and it feels so good. I hope you guys had a great week. I had a lot of favorites this week. A lot of drugstore products actually. I'm planning a full face drugstore look coming in the future because I out a lot of different drugstore products, and I know you guys like drugstore looks. I know I do a lot of talking about high-end or middle range, but you guys know I am a drugstore lover. I think there are a lot of great products at the drugstore, so be looking for that. But I have a lot of drugstore favorites this week, and one of them is this lip color. I love this. So I pulled this out. This is the NYC, let's see, Expert Lash Lip Lacquer. And this is in Fibi Fuchsia, F-I-D-I? I don't know. Fibi Fuchsia. And you guys, I've never tried these before, but they are amazing, amazing. Really inexpensive and a lot of different colors. I just love, you guys know I love bright coral or like bright. This is like a corally pink color. Obviously it's fuchsia, but I really love this color. It is opaque, it is creamy. It's not like, if you're someone who's not on the liquid lipstick that is matte trend, you'll probably really like these because they're very comfortable, because they're a lacquer. They're not like a matte drying lipstick, but it's still that full pigmentation. For starters, they smell very sweet and nice, which is what I really like. A doe foot applicator, but like I just want to swatch this so that you guys can see like that straight up pigmentation. Like, do you see that? Let me get a better swatch because, but I mean, you could see like the straight pigmentation, but it is just the most beautiful color. I love the formula. These are long lasting, but you know, they're not transfer proof. So just bear that in mind, that it's not a transfer proof product. See? So, but it is, since it's a lacquer. But they do wear a really long time. They leave a really nice stain to the lips, which I appreciate. I have the Colourpop lip liner in Dazed on to line my lips, and then this. Dazed is a little bit more of a muted, I would say like a muted corally-ish pink color, but it did pair really well with this color. So this was a discovery for me this week. I want to see what other colors they have in this because the formula, like I said, is just really comfortable, really nice, and they're super affordable. Okay, for a mascara that I found when I was decluttering my collection, or not really decluttering, but I was kind of cleaning stuff up because I'm going to start a decluttering series on my channel. And I discovered this mascara that I had been meaning to try. It is from Tarte. It is the Gifted mascara. This stuff is amazing. I really like it. I had heard great things about it a while back. I never got around to trying it. Finally tried it. So, so nice. It has a natural bristle brush, which are my favorite types of brushes. I prefer those over the synthetic bristle brushes. I just find they're softer on my eye, and I like the way that they, the wand goes through my eyelashes, and I like the way that the product adheres to my lashes, typically more with a natural bristle brush. This separates my lashes. I find it's like a medium formula. It's not too wet and it's not too dry, so that's a perfect formula for me. I don't mind a little bit of a wet mascara, but I find that this is the in-between formula. It's not waterproof, but I find that this thing stayed a really long time. It says it has the Amazonian Clay Smart Mascara, and I know the Amazonian Clay line is known from Tarte to be long lasting. So, I mean, it took a heck of a time to get it off my lashes at night, and it never crumbled anywhere under my eyes, which is like a real test. I am wearing false lashes today, but I'm wearing it on my lashes and then on the bottom lashes. When I don't wear false lashes, which I have been wearing more recently because I got some new lashes that I've been trying out, and I'm kind of obsessed with them. I've been wearing the same pair too many times. But in between not wearing lashes, this is a great mascara, and I really, really like it to build volume, and it makes my lashes look longer, it separates them, it doesn't weigh them down. So I really like this, but I know mascara is one of those things, like certain people are looking for different things, but if you've typically liked some of my mascara recommendations, I think that you will like this mascara. So just keep in mind what I said. It's a medium formula, not too wet, not too dry, natural bristle brush, and it is kind of long wearing, but it's not waterproof to my knowledge, and it doesn't crumble. So I hope that helps in deciding if this would be a right mascara for you, but I really like it. You know what? I just realized where my daughter started singing the song. It was from me. I pulled this out today to like put it on my eyes, and I remember I like pulled it out and I was like, reunited and it feels so good. And that's where she heard it from. Like, why am I so, but when I pulled this up, I was like, I started to sing it again, and I'm like, is that just in my head from her, or no, I sang it this morning. So reunited and it feels so good with my LORAC Pro Palette. This week I've pulled it out. I've kind of had, like, you know when you go through those weeks, you're kind of using the same products, but you're just not getting the look that you like, or in the pictures you're not quite sure you love it. I've had a couple of days that in the past couple of weeks, I just have been like, why? What's going on with your face? I've washed all my makeup off really early in the day because I'm just like, I'm over you. And I finally decided when that happens, when that starts to happen too much, what I always do is pull out my LORAC Pro palette. This is the one palette that I know I will get a look that I love from this palette. I could do the same go-to, very easy look. I've done several tutorials with this on my channel. I'll try and link them if I can remember down below, so that it's like my everyday LORAC Pro. If you just search LORAC Pro palette and my name, I'm sure it will come up, but this is like my go-to love of my life. Basically, I put the light pink shade all over my lid. Then I use this as a transition shade. I don't know if you can tell I like it or not, but I use the mauve shade all over. LORAC, can you please come out with mauve in a single shadow? Okay, thanks. And then I put this on the inner corner, this like nude shade. It's so beautiful and pigmented. And then I do these two on the brow bone, and then I put this a little bit in the crease just to darken that up. And then I use these two just on the outer corner and kind of do a cut crease. That's my go-to look. I love this palette, like I said. Let me just really quickly show that little swatch right there. But this is just that everyday look that I know I'm going to love, and I'm gonna feel like myself again, and I'm gonna be like happy with my makeup all day. It's my tried and true, it's my reunited, and it feels so good. Okay, for another product from the drugstore, this is the Rimmel Kate line eyeshadow stick. So Kate Moss came out with this one, and this is in rose gold. I want to do a tutorial with this because it is so creamy. It lasts forever. It's waterproof on the eyes, and look at that color. It looks so beautiful on the eyes. It's just that really perfect rose gold. I love this, and like I said, it has lasted on my eyes. It's waterproof, but it's really, really creamy, so it gives enough time to kind of spread it on your eyes, and then you can build it up, and it doesn't budge when you're putting another layer on to kind of build the color up. Then once it sets and stays. Great product from the drugstore if you're looking for, I think they have a few other colors from this line, but I've really been enjoying this rose gold shade. They have a really great like matte brown that I also kind of want to use because it's almost like a cool tone matte brown shade, and I've been loving that one too, but this is a definite standout for me. So if you see these, pick them up, give them a whirl, inexpensive, and again, it's Rimmel London. And it just says Kate on it, so I'm assuming it's her line because that's like what her lipsticks look like. They say Kate on the logo. Okay, a blush that I can't stop, won't stop is from Too Faced. The Love Flush blushes have been some of my all-time favorites. I love these. This is in Your Love is King. I've been wearing this a lot recently. I posted a picture on Instagram, and a lot of people are like, what blush are you? I kind of love it when people ask that because that's sometimes a little bit of a random question. Like, blush to some people isn't always the first thing that they notice, but when I get a good blush day, I'm like, can I get a what? And this color is beautiful. It doesn't look like it would be, and I know that sounds rude. I'm not trying to be rude to this blush, but the color doesn't look like it would be. It kind of looks like a muddy plum color. But when you apply this to the cheeks, it's just gorgeous. It's the perfect, you see how a little bit different that looks on my finger? That's how it looks on the cheeks. It has like, I don't want to say it's completely matte. I would say maybe this is a satin because it almost makes my cheeks glow a little bit. I just love this color. I've been wearing it a ton recently, but I've been using a small stipple brush and to apply it with longer bristles. I'm not quite sure which one I've been using, but it's a longer bristle stipple brush. I'm sure you could use a shorter bristle one, but you don't want it to be too dense. You kind of want it to be a little bit more fluffy. And I just swirl it around and apply it like in circular motions. And I've been bringing it a little bit more forward, like on my cheeks, which I don't do very often because I have like, I got some chubby cheeks. Like, let's be real. I've always had chubby cheeks. Like, doesn't matter how much I weigh, I always have had cheeks. Anyone who's known me forever will tell you the truth. And that's the truth, Ruth. So, but I love this, so I put it a little bit like on my cheeks and then just blend it up and blend it back and up. But I love the color. It's a beautiful flush plum. This is gonna be great going into fall because it is that sort of like deeper plummy purple, not purple, deeper plummy pinkish color, and it just screams fall to me because it is still bright enough but doesn't get muddy on the face. And that is what I really need from a more mauve tone blush, is not to look too cool that it's gonna make your face look muddy. So really, really like this one and definitely check it out. These blushes are great. They're really nicely pigmented and they apply, they're very creamy, and I just love the application, the way that they blend into the skin. So the Too Faced Your Love is King has been my king of the week. Okay, one more product and then I have a flop. This is the MAC Brow Finisher in Clear. Now, there are a lot of like waxes from the drugstore that are just fine that I personally like, but I really like this one because it's that perfect consistency. It's not too soft where it leaves gunk in my eyebrows, and it's not too hard that I feel like it's yanking out all my eyebrow hairs. So, I mean, I have a lot of eyebrow hairs, so I wouldn't mind to lose a few, but if you're someone with sparse eyebrow hairs, that's kind of, well, I don't even know if you're someone with sparse eyebrow hairs if you'd really even want this, but I love this because I got long eyebrow hairs and wonky eyebrow hairs. Like, my eyebrow hairs are like, woo! They're all going everywhere all the time. And I even like comb them, brush them, put like clear gel in them, fill them in, set them, and then I look in the mirror later and it's like some of the hairs are going like this way and some are going this way, and I'm like, what happened? You all went like berserk in the matter of moments, so it looks like I didn't even do anything to my brows. So I realized I needed to go back to start using a wax again, and I remembered that I purchased this a while ago from MAC, and I know they still have it because I checked, but it's just a twist up wax, and I just put it a little bit. I like it because it's like a thin pencil, and so I just put it before I start filling in my eyebrows. I just like put it on my eyebrows to kind of lay the hairs down in the place that I want them to be, and then when I go in with my pencil and fill them in, I go back in with a spoolie and kind of comb a little bit, but since the wax is on the hairs, they really do stay put and they don't go berserk. Do you guys like that word? Because my husband says the word berserk sometimes. He's always like, my hair was going berserk over here. I don't know why, but like the word berserk just makes me laugh. So that's why I'm saying it a lot, because you guys probably are gonna be like, you said berserk a lot, but that's why, because I think it's a funny word. But anyways, my eyebrow hairs have been staying in place, and I just appreciate it a lot more because when I take the time to do my eyebrows, I hate looking, it's basically when I'm in the car and I like look at my eyebrow hairs in the mirror and I'm like, what? You know, you can trust your car mirrors to tell you the truth about life, and my car mirror tells me some real harsh truths sometimes, and I'm like, get out of here, I don't want to see it. But I have appreciated that when I look in the car mirror, this is telling me the truth, and it's a good truth because my hairs are laying in place just the way I like. So good investment from MAC, the Brow Finisher in Clear, and it's a really great product if you are someone who has tricky, wonky, berserk brow hairs. Okay, a lot of people have asked me for my information. I'm not Wikipedia. Okay, for my review on the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. So this is my flop. and I hate to do it because I love Too Faced. You guys know I love them as a brand, but my allegiance is always to you guys. So I hope you guys know, and I know if you watch me, you do know this, that it doesn't matter if I'm sent a product from a company. I'm gonna review it honestly and tell you my opinions, and just because it's my opinion doesn't mean it's everyone's opinion, but I think that a good company doesn't mind hearing a criticism about a product, because not every product's gonna work for everyone, but if enough people say how a certain product is working, that can only help the company to improve. Most of the companies that I work with have integrity, so they like an honest review. So I just wanna say that forefront. A lot of people have been talking about this Born This Way foundation. As a lot of you guys have seen, a lot of beauty vloggers received PR packages, which was super generous and amazing from Too Faced, and I took a long time to try this foundation out because I was really looking forward to it, and I had heard some really great things. And so at first when I started using it, I was like, why is this not working for me? I was really frustrated because, again, I wanted it to work really badly because it seems like a great concept, a foundation that looks like your skin, lightweight on the skin. I had all the colors, I had all the shades, but it's just not my favorite foundation, and let me tell you why. Initially when I apply it, I like the way that it looks on my skin. I give it about 2 hours when I'm not doing anything. I have like normal skin, sometimes dry, but I really don't have very oily skin. But this foundation breaks up on my skin and makes me extremely oily and greasy. It just looks way too dewy, not in a good way, because it just looks like my foundation, I'm wearing a super light coverage foundation, and it didn't do anything for my face. So, you know, I've tried mixing it with certain foundations, and every time I wear it, I just don't like the way my skin looks. I don't like the way it wears on my skin, and yeah, so this was just a flop for me, and I'm really sorry to say that because I do know a lot of people like that, so just take that into consideration, that this is just one opinion, but I mean, I do know a lot of people do like this foundation. I just don't find that it is full coverage enough for me. It's like a medium buildable coverage, but I find the more I put on to try and achieve that coverage, the more you lose the looking like you're born this way. And also the more I put on, even worse that it looks later in the day. So I don't love it, and it makes me greasy, and just my skin just breaks up on my skin. So I'm sorry to say that this was a flop for me. If you guys love it, that's great. I am thinking of doing a products that didn't work for me, or like products I regret purchasing, or products that didn't work for me, I don't know, because I didn't purchase that, but that kind of video, because I know a lot of you guys like to know. A lot of people say, oh, we love your flops because we love to hear why something didn't work for you, because honestly, like if I tell you the why it didn't work for me, if you don't have that same problem, then maybe something's gonna work for you, you know what I mean? But I find those videos helpful on YouTube. So that is all for my favorites and flops this week. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. Leave your favorites down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.